What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, man. Today we're gonna be reacting to Muwop and his Cody Fitness no longer facing death penalty for the killing of FBG Duck. Like I said, RIP Duck. I did cover other videos on this, but the case is still ongoing. They haven't been sentenced or nothing like that. So there's no telling like how it's gonna play out, how many years like each person will get or anything like that. I'm not sure if anybody's snitching or not. You know, there was a rumor going around the dude who killed himself, Zell, maybe might have snitched, but that's never been confirmed or nothing. That was just a rumor, obviously. But I don't know about anybody else that's still there. There's five of them. So information is always coming out about this case. I mostly follow it because I've always been into the drill scene and stuff like that. Muwop was coming up, then he got locked up. Duck obviously was one of the biggest drill rappers of all time. And for him to get killed where he did is just crazy. Like honestly, he should have definitely moved out of Chicago. He been a target like for a whole decade, I would say, like since 2021 or 20, nah, probably like 2010, and then he died in 2020. You know what I mean? So the rest should have definitely moved. But we finna get into this, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Got more videos coming for sure. Make sure y'all stay in tune and follow my social medias. Links in the description.
Check it out now. Holy! Now, I could have told you that crime don't pay, but you don't want to listen to academics. I ain't been toting no straps. I ain't been in the field. Not like the savages out of O Block, okay? However, if you look at these mugshots of these fine, upstanding gentlemen, they're all under 30.
He said fine, upstanding gentlemen. That man academics funny as a. But yeah, there's five of them. Which one? I forget the names of the other dudes. I ain't gonna cap. One of them C thing. I think the C murder. I'm trying to think.
By the way, look at the guy to the right of Muwop and look at the guy in the middle on the bottom row, and it looked like they just cried for an hour before taking that mugshot. Yes, this is real.
It do kind of look like it.
You can't respawn. You can't use a cheat code to bail out. You have to go through the system.
Now, the one dude is so dumb who used a vehicle and brought it back, bro. I'll never understand it.
If you guys don't know, they were arrested federally.
Damn, bro, they was all the way Vaughn, bro.
Okay, they got mountains of evidence. They got surveillance tapes. They got phone evidence that tracks them, puts them.
Everything went downhill for each of their gangs after they died. For Vaughn's thing after he died. For Ducks after he died, bro. Always when like the big people be letting they big rappers die, like they biggest star player of the team. You know what I mean? Like I'm happy that NLMB never let like Herb or Bibby die, and I'm happy Herb and Bibby moved really smart. You know what I mean? Like I'm happy Dirk for Lamron, he never died. Chief Keef, but they don't. He ain't really cool with them anymore, so I can't really count him for O Block, but. Yeah, Dirk, Bibby, Herb, you feel me? Like, that's a perfect example. Dudes are really deep in the streets, but, they squad made sure they was on point about them, and they made sure they was on point about themselves, you know what I mean? So, that's some good examples.
They got the weapons. They got everything to send these guys to jail. However, there is another option when you have that much proof on people, and it's this big of a case. You could send them to hell. Listen.
He said hell. He's wilding.
Hell
is crazy.
The death penalty. Okay,
hell
so
is
if they
crazy.
go through trial, they blow trial, they could be sentenced to death. Now, this is an option that is in the prosecutor's hands for certain cases, and this case certainly fits the bill. Now, why is this important? Around 85% of all death penalty cases come from federal cases. Not every state supports the death penalty, but the feds usually go for
How many states still support that? Like, I ain't heard of a death penalty in a minute for real. But I know it definitely is going on in some states too.
Penalty, and I'm gonna be honest with you, they usually go for it for like treason, and they go for it like if you killed like a government official, okay? You killed a rapper, they don't care too much, okay? Now, they do want these guys locked away for life. But they did notify them, as it is their duty to notify them, that they don't want to kill them in the sense of giving them the death penalty, okay? So they actually filed a document in court to say the United States of America, through its attorney, John R. Losh, that is the U.S. attorney that's going to be prosecuting the case out of the Northern District of Illinois, Pursuant to Title 18 United States Code Section 3593, hereby provides notice to
Damn.
defendant Muwop, aka Marcus Smart, that if the defendant is convicted at trial, the government will not seek a sentence of
The
death.
feds.
Now, I'll tell you how this is also going to help the prosecutor. Because even though they have mountains of evidence, again, they have like a 97 conviction rate, but they don't really want to go to trial. And I don't even think these guys are going to go to trial. You're probably going to take a plea. Because what's hanging over your head,
Duka Muwop shoot some.
the ultimate risk is being in jail for the rest of your natural life. But if you take a plea, maybe you could get out in 25, right? On parole. Who knows, right? Now,
I don't know. This situation is tough, bro. I don't care. Either way, they're doing a lot of time. Like no matter what, there ain't no way they just get out of this. You know what I mean? On some little stuff. Too much proof, bro. Way too much proof. I don't care if you probably had the best lawyer. You still gonna do at least like 20, I think. I think they gotta at least do 20 most likely. Like, I don't know. You had to own the courts not to do some time. You know what I mean? You had to be like one of them elites or whatever or something like that. This joint.
Well, the trigger, maybe they were only the getaway driver. Maybe they're down to flip on somebody. Maybe they're down to do something. Work out a deal. Now, when you take off the capital punishment off of the docket, you might get somebody who says, damn, all right, well, I might get out in 10 if I just tell on somebody. All right, cool. Let me get into this type of deal making. So I think it's going to work out pretty good for the prosecutors. Don't know how it's going to work out for the defendants. But again, they got so much evidence that, to be honest,
dang, they was all there, man. It was TD at O Block on his back, man.
I don't see this going to trial. Okay? They got some. Listen, man. They're using the evidence out of these guys' own phones against them. Come on now, this is crazy. Okay, social media, they have surveillance.
I didn't even think Muwop was on the hit at first.
Okay, anyway, government does not want to go for the death penalty. They just want these guys in jail for the rest of their natural life. They want life imprisonment, not the death penalty. You tell me what
that's ass. That is death for real. Like you can't do nothing. So that basically is death, man. Damn near would want to rather die unless I could find a loophole, but I don't know. Sometimes people really do that, they find the loopholes. But that's the end of the video, y'all. You know what I mean? That was pretty good. Yeah, we're just gonna see where it goes, though. You know, only time will tell, honestly. You know, them dudes, the way they played it was terrible. Like, you can tell they just did anything to kill him. That's how bad they wanted to kill him. They literally crashed out for the body. And people, I don't know why they always think like the song that Duck made before he died was the reason, but they been wanting him dead. You know what I mean? That probably intensified it even more. You know, he been like probably I say the best disser from the drill scene, like the best when it comes to like diss songs. You know what I mean? I don't think he was the best like overall or none of that. But when it comes to straight up diss songs, like I think him and Pappy was probably the hardest with that joint for real. R.I.P. Pappy too, man. R.I.P. Vaughn, R.I.P. Duck, man. R.I.P. all them, man. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like I said, we're just gonna see what's up with it. So that's all you can do for real. I mean, only one of them was a rapper anyway. So the rest of them dudes, I mean, it ain't like they was dropping music or nothing. But free them, you know what I mean. Muwop the only one. But yeah, they had DQ at first too, but he was just what's it called, like a witness or something like that. Nah, not a witness. What, a suspect? What am I talking about? He was like kind of a suspect at first, but they let him go, so he's in the clear, I guess. But I don't know if they're trying to RICO like the whole O Block or not. You know, they got like a lot of stuff. Like they working around. Like there's a lot of stuff around it since the feds is involved now. And, you know, obviously the only reason they had got involved was for the simple fact of the area being in the Gold Coast of Chicago. Like, if Duck got killed in, like, his hood, for example, like St. Lawrence, STL, then they would have not cared at all for real. I mean, I'm not going to say completely at all, but the feds would have definitely not got involved. It would have been, like, a minor case for another murder, but, you know, slightly bigger since he was, like, a big rapper, I guess. But so it would have been kind of like the LA Capone thing, that was just because dudes start snitching. That wasn't even going to be big at first because dude got picked up for something else. But, you know, this would have been slightly big, but not too big and not even close to how big it got. with from the Gold Coast scenery. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's all my thoughts on that for real. Definitely got more videos coming, man. Remember, y'all, stay positive and make sure you have a great rest of y'all day. For sure.